Hey guys, about to play a game with our modern Virulent Plague deck. Our opponent won the die roll, so we will have to see how things go. I think I like this hand. Between Ellis in the ranks and Drown in Sorrow, we can kill the Hunted Horror tokens, which isn't the best way to kill them, but it is a way to kill them. And our opponent may have an aggro deck anyway, in which case Drown in Sorrow is awesome. So we're going to play a Swamp. If we're lucky, we'll just draw a Virulent Plague and not have to worry about our plans. Having to use, well, Illness in the Ranks at least stays on the table, but Drown in Sorrow, having to use a whole card to deal with the tokens my card creates isn't super ideal, but it works okay. Faithless Looting, okay, this may be a mill deck. The Sphinx's Tutelage mill kind of thing. Could be a lot of other things too. Geist Flame, okay, could be a flashback deck too. Alright, so I'm not really sure why I didn't play Illness in the Ranks on turn 1, incidentally. I know I wasn't doing anything on turn 2, I guess, but if we draw an island now, we can get Hunted Phantasm out there pretty quickly and start beating the opponent down. Burning Vengeance. Okay, it's a Burning Vengeance deck, which is cool. And not really what we want to see. Not super ideal for our deck. But I am going to go ahead and play Hunted Horror. Can't play the Phantasm. I think if we can threaten enough early, we'll be in the best shape we can be in. Next turn we can Drown in Sorrow to finish these guys off. So, seems pretty good. Alright, he is scrying. So he has 2 cards of flashback in his graveyard already. Burning Vengeance, every time he casts a spell from his graveyard, he does 2 damage to target creature player. So he can like draw 2 and discard 2 and do 2 damage to us with a card in his graveyard right now. Ooh, a second one. Well, we're going to have to kill him quickly, obviously. A second Illness in the Ranks is not bad. But for now, I'm just going to swing. I'm sure he double blocks, I guess. Actually, I get in for more damage if I just Drown in Sorrow first. So let's Drown him in Sorrow and swing for 5. Put that on the bottom. We'd like to draw an island if we can help it. Get him down to 15. Our rapid hybridizations may be pretty bad against this guy. If his deck's really all about flashback. We can side in our Relic of Progenitus, though. Which will be pretty useful, obviously. We can exile his flashback cards, so. I imagine it'll be pretty difficult for him to be able to kill this guy, although he's doing 4 to us with every flashback, so he may not need to. Let's see what he's going to put in his grave from this. Mana Leak, another Geist Flame, so that's not good for us. He may have another Mana Leak in his hand too, since he was so willing to like do that. Hey, that's a pretty nice draw actually. Echoing Truth does a good job against his Burning Vengeances, slowing him down. So we'll crack in for 7. He may have a counterspell, in which case maybe it's better to wait, but I'm just going to try now to Echoing Truth them. Hey, it worked out. Then we'll play our Illness in the Ranks, and we'll end our turn. Burning Vengeance number 1. Do you have the time to play the second one? You don't really. I mean, unless you can kill my... No, you're doing it. So he's going to go to 1 life. Jeez. We even scryed once, and we still can't hit what we need. So we'll crack in for 7. Dropping our opponent to 1. And then we'll play Underworld Connection on a swamp. And we'll end our turn. So if he can't kill us here, or our dude, he's dead. He may be able to kill our dude, though. But he'll have to use so many resources that as soon as we draw an island, we'll just win with Hunted Phantasm. Because he can flashback. Oh no, he doesn't have Faithless Looting in his graveyard anymore. So never mind, he can't kill our dude. He can only do 5 to it, or to us, if he Geist Flames from his graveyard right now. So, looking like it's not the best idea. It's not that likely, I mean, that he can kill us. Or our creature. I'm glad both our creatures have so much toughness. It makes Burning Vengeance a lot less good. So yeah, I think we cut our rapid hybridizations. And probably also our Curse of Swines. Put in Duresses. Okay. Well, he's trying for something. You gotta think twice in there. He can go think twice, Desperate Ravings now, and kill our... Oh, no, he can't. He needs another land. Okay, he didn't get it. All right. On to game 2. Got a lot of sideboarding to do. Our opponent seems to not really run creatures. Seems to be all about the Burning Vengeance and getting value out of cards from his graveyard. So negate, duress. Mostly with duress, we're going to be wanting to hit his Burning Vengeances and stuff like that. And we'll put in 3 relics. We can put in a 4th Drown in Sorrow. But 3's probably fine. I mean, not Drown in Sorrow. Underworld Connection. 2 Drown in Sorrows is fine. It helps us deal with his token creatures that we give him. So I think I'm okay with that. On to the next game. Okay. Oh, well, we have blue mana. We have our relics. I think it's probably worth keeping even though we don't have black mana because the relics can basically shut his deck down. And Swan Song can counter an early Burning Vengeance. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. But we'll play a relic. And in the turn... Still no black mana to speak of. Should we bother playing a second relic? I guess we should. It can let us exile 2 cards at a time, which is not irrelevant. Black mana would be good so we could duress, but at least we have mana up for Swan Song if he plays Burning Vengeance. There we go. So let us use duress. We can make him exile whatever we hit with it, but we'll definitely hit a Burning Vengeance. And then we'll go make him exile it, just so when other cards go in his graveyard, he doesn't have as much for us to deal with. And I'll end the turn. We'll counter the other Burning Vengeance with Swan Song, most likely. Interesting. I mean, I guess he's just assuming because I have mana up I can counter stuff. And he's right, but it's not always right with this deck. We'll put Underworld Connections on this island. And... yeah. We're in pretty good shape. I mean, we haven't drawn a win condition or any of our cards that weaken tokens, but we have a Drown in Sorrow to kill tokens that we give him. So, dissipate. Oh. I'm actually going to Swan Song that. I know he has Burning Vengeance, but I feel like we can get around what Burning Vengeance can do more effectively. does keep us from drawing a card for a turn, though. Gonna do 2 to us. And there's Burning Vengeance. And we'll use another Duress. And we'll hit Mana Leak. And we'll make him exile that Mana Leak. And we'll end our turn. We can get rid of this bird whenever we feel like. I think for now we just take the damage. That just seems like the thing that makes the most sense. And we'll end our turn. Ghost Quarter. That sucks. Deals with our underworld thing pretty effectively, that's for sure. Yeah, so we'll get to draw 1 card out of it at least. And it's an Illness in the Ranks, which is not bad. And we will use Ghost Quarter's ability to get an island, I guess. Right, we'll play Illness in the Ranks, slow the clock a little. And we'll just end our turn there. Take 1. Okay, I play Hunted Horror here. And we have Echoing Truth to back it up. Oh, man. That's sad. See you later. We can't pay 3. How many mana leaks? How many counter spells we got to make him discard? And we'll end our turn there. We go to 13. Soon it may be correct just to freaking Drown in Sorrow this thing. Because it is beating us up. Another Illness in the Ranks. Well, that solves that problem. Gets rid of the token. And we'll end our turn there. Alright, so he's going to try to Geist Flame us and then flash it back with Burning Vengeance to do... How much will that do to us total? 6? No, it'll do 2, 3. It'll do 2 plus 2. It'll do 4. I think I'm okay with that. I could Echoing Truth as Burning Vengeance, though. Yeah, I think I'll just Echoing Truth as Burning Vengeance. That way he has to recast it and use the mana all on his own turn, so... And we can make him exile this now, which means he'll just use it now to give us... to do 1 damage to us, which is way better than the alternative, so... Alright. So he was waiting to cast all these things because he wanted to make sure he had the mana to, like, you get value out of Burning Vengeance. Okay, well, we continue to do nothing. Swan Song, where are you at? Be nice to have that to counter some of these spells. Can use these to draw a card at some point, and I may cash one in to do that eventually. Alright, what's he doing here? Devil's Play. Yeah, that's bad. Good news is it's a sorcery, but I'm probably going to lose to that. Where were our counter spells, man? We got one of them, but can he just burn us out anyway without burning Vengeance? Yeah, he can. So I think we have to try to... Oh, we can just do this now. What am I talking about? I'm still going to draw a card here. I think I need to. Drawing a card seems good. If we can... another relic. I guess that works. He's in top deck mode, but we can't seem to draw a win condition, so may not matter. Man, he drew a freaking Geist Flame. Can Mana Leak, not Mana Leak, Echoing Truth, Burning Vengeance, and then exile Geist Flame at instant speed. So I think that's what we do. We'll buy us slightly more time. Take us down to 2 life, but you know, that's still pretty close to death. I think we want to draw a card again because we really need to draw a win condition quickly or we're just going to die. So we'll get rid of that Geist Flame, which he'll use to drop us to 2. And, well, we drew another way to stall a little bit. But yeah, we just can't hit our creatures. Even drawing extra cards. We do only run 8 of them or so. And he did counter a pretty important Hunted Horror, so. Alright, there's another Ghost Quarter. Ugh. It always sucks drawing that late. Thinking about Drowning in Sorrow just to scry, honestly. And I think I will. Just for the scry. Don't want that, although gaining 1 life, you know, isn't awful, but yeah, we don't want it. And we'll end our turn. It won't take much for us to die at this point, so. Ooh. Yeah, we're dead. There's no way we can, oh, I guess we can do this again, actually. Yet again. Since we drew all of our Echoing Truths. But he also gets to draw a card, so that's worth remembering. Ooh. Maybe I should have used it to draw a card. He can start looting now, which means he's probably going to hit a card with flashback pretty easily. So, not drawing creatures in this game has been a big problem. I mean, we had, you know, an ideal hand against this guy, but doesn't really matter when... Wow. That is pretty bad. I got to draw a card, but I doubt it'll save us. Even now, yeah. All right. I guess we don't have to scoop just yet. We might as well, but we're gonna cast Drown in Sorrow. Jeez. All the lands in the world. All of them. Since we're dead anyway, I'm just gonna put Underworld connections on this underground river. Chances are we're dead, so. Alright. We're not dead yet, but seems like it's coming. Just any card with flashback kills us now. Well, that's not a card with flashback. So we have one more turn. There we go. Freaking creatures. We have them. Don't know where they've been, but we just have to hope he keeps drawing lands and things without flashback, and we'll win in 5 turns. So yeah, I doubt that'll happen, but if we draw that Hunted Phantasm like 3 turns ago, we'd be pretty happy. But he gets to go Desolate Lighthouse every turn. I mean, he's going to hit a card with flashback before we can hit him, swing with this thing 5 times. Although, that's not one either. Maybe we'll be really lucky. We also have Negate, that we cited in. We just haven't seen it. And Swan Song. So if we draw those, I might feel a little more comfortable. But we're not drawing them, so. But now we can play our Hunted Horror too. Alright, he can Desolate Lighthouse again. Wow, we are getting lucky. And now we can win pretty quickly if he doesn't get what he needs. But he may have like Mana Leak in his hand, especially considering the fact that he keeps hitting things that don't have flashback. But yeah, we'll play our Horror, which will almost give us enough for lethal next turn. Yeah, he's got a counterspell though, which seemed likely given what was going on. Mind Swipe for the win. All right, on to game 3. What a weird game. If only we'd drawn a creature. GG, phew, yeah. I was bearing down on him, but not enough. I think we leave this Drown in Sorrows in. I don't think there's anything we'd rather bring in. I think we leave our deck as is. I think all the sideboarding we did is good. We just haven't had the best. We didn't draw any. We drew all 3 of our Relics of Progenitus, but had a hard time drawing our win conditions. So even though we cashed in all of our relics to draw a card, so these games have been interesting for sure. The joys of the just for fun room. Okay, this is a pretty good one. We'll keep it. Got a relic again, and we actually have a creature in our hand, as well as a way to deal with the stuff that it grows. It gives, that it gives our opponent. So I like that. But relic is not a surefire way of winning, as we just saw. So we will play our land and end our turn. I think I probably play my Phantasm. Okay, maybe I don't now. Now that I have Swan Song. May just want to hold that up to counter the Burning Vengeance that's inevitably coming. Yeah, I think that's what we do for now. For now. He didn't add a counter to his Mirrodin's Core, which is interesting. All right. He must have counter magic as well, which really sucks. Okay, there's a Virulent Plague. I'm going to try to cast it. Well, maybe I'll try to cast a Hunted Phantasm first, actually. because the plague will help us in broader ways. So let's try to cast the Hunted Phantasm and see what our opponent does about it. I bet he has a counterspell, so seems likely. He's thinking about whether he wants to counter that, whether he wants 5/1/1 goblins. I guess he wants 5/1/1 goblins, and they can swing at us right away, so. We do have multiple ways to deal with them, though. 3, actually. So we have to hope our opponent doesn't have a counterspell, basically. Ooh, that's gross. That's too good against us. It's just wrong. That's so good against our hunted creatures. I mean, if we have Virulent Plague in play, it's not really, but we don't, so. I would like for him to tap out so that we can deal with this goblin problem. But I don't think he will. I mean, he can just, if he has counter magic in his hand, he can just count on these goblins to kill us. If we could draw a land, we could cast one of these and then rely on Swan Song to back it up, but we haven't drawn a land. So, like, I would try to play Virulent Plague and then use Swan Song to counter whatever counterspell he decided to use. And then all the creatures would be dead. He wouldn't have a Swan Song token, and we'd be pretty happy. But we need to draw land right here. Let's do it. We did it. So, we're going to play Virulent Plague. And counter the counterspell that might come our way. Yes, we will. Swan Song it is. So all the creatures are gone, and we have the board set up how we want it to be for our win conditions. So see you later, tokens. We're going to exile a card from his graveyard. And end the turn. All right. Now it'd be nice to draw another Swan Song right now to support our... we just got lightning bolted. Didn't expect that. Doesn't have flashback. Man, his freaking Ghost Quarters make our Underworld connections sad. Another Relic. I think we try to play Hunted Phantasm. If he has the counterspell for it, then I'm not too sad. It'd be nice if I had Swan Song again, but I guess I could have waited it out, but... Mind swiping? Yeah, that sucks. We'll do that. Drops us to 9. All right, there's a Burning Vengeance. It will gain a life. And we'll play a second Relic. See if this time it can get us somewhere. And we will exile Mind Swipe. And, I tapped excessive mana, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Him and his counter magic makes me sad. Because we only have so many creatures, like Hunted Horror. So maybe I should wait till I draw a Swan Song and just... That may be the only way I can win, is just to wait. I mean, we can stop his strategy for a while. If he has multiple counter spells, we're going to be screwed anyway. I think here I will just go ahead and cast... except I want to put it on a basic land, actually, because that'll be what he wants to destroy with his thing. I'm going to cast Underworld Connections and put it on an island. Okay. Yeah, this seems like a good time for Echoing Truth. All these freaking instants with flashback, man. Yeah, we're in trouble. I mean, definitely going to be hard to get out of this situation. If we draw the bird thing, Swan Song, we'll be pretty happy, but we got to draw one. There's Burning Vengeance. Illness in the ranks. Okay. Do I try for Hunted Horror anyway? I think probably not. I mean, we know he has Mind Swipe. So I think it's best to keep things, you know, wait until we draw our Swan Song or our negates that we sided in, which seem to hate us, and then try to go for it with our spells. With our Hunted Horror, that is. Okay, think twice. That is a bad thing. Yep. I mean, I'd rather make him use it now than let him choose when to use it, so... Dropped us to 8. If we could just get this Hunted Horror out there, he'd have, like, no hope of killing it. So where are negates and Swan Songs? We're going to draw an extra card at the end of this turn. Ratchet Bomb. Who does that? Okay. Not cool. That'll kill our Hunted Horror with ease. So I think we're screwed in this one. Let us draw another card. Where are counter spells? Aha. Problem is, he can add a counter and then kill our Hunted Horror now. So let's draw another card. We want Echoing Truth to bounce that thing and then counter it. Although we can't counter it unless we draw a negate, which, like I said, seems to hate me. Okay. We take that. And then we're going to go to 2. So yeah, I think we lose here. I do think we lose. He sided in some counter magic against us, and our deck is pretty vulnerable to that. So drops us to 2. Now I'm finally going to draw a card. Seems like it... Oh, we're dead. Well, we can live, but we have to use up our Swan Song like that. Now we finally draw a card. Hey, a negate. Wow. That's incredible. I think we need to gain 2 life more than we need to do anything, though. Sadly. I mean, gain 1 life. Down to 2 cards. His Ratchet Bomb will blow up my Hunted Horror. I think we play it anyway. Make him do it. Unfortunately for us. If he has another Lightning Bolt, we're dead anyway, so... Wait, he sacrificed it with 1 on it, so that's interesting. He must have enough cards in our hand to kill us with Burning in his hand to kill us with Burning Vengeance. That's the only thing I can think, because he was trying to destroy our relic. So, yeah, he must. I mean, seems likely that he can just kill us with his Burning Vengeance now. That'll get him close. That'll take us down to 1 life if he flashes it back. Freaking negate. It's way too late showing up. Drops us to 1. See, that 1 life we gained was relevant. And does he have another way to finish us, or do we at least get to swing in with a Hunted Horror? He could just have Geist Flame now and kill us. So I'm really sad about our negates showing up when they have. Now he can kill our Hunted Horror with the flashback, but he can kill us anyway, so. Well, at least we can bounce the freaking Burning Vengeance if we need to. We're just drawing things at the wrong time against this guy other than in round 1. Yeah, that just kills us. So, GG. Our negates, if they'd shown up early, would have been huge, but we drew 1. In the 2 games we sided them in and drew it very late. So, but anyway, that's this deck. Certainly it is fragile to counter Magic, but it's a lot of fun to play. So I hope you'll consider playing it. It's a pretty cheap deck too, so it doesn't cost a whole much to put it together.